Okay everyone, I did just want to give you guys an overview of what I will be focusing on in this video. Since I didn't get to everything I wanted to in my first half of the readathon. So first of all, I'm going to finish the 85-ish pages I have left of Salt and Sugar. I'm very much enjoying this. Think it'll be in the 4-star range, so I definitely want to finish it. Then I will pick up with the books that I have specifically for the New Year New Reads readathon, which technically ends today, but I will be doing it this weekend, as well as my Christian Romance Challenge book. So first for New Year New Reads, I'll be reading Disciples Are Made Not Born. I forget what prompt this is for, but I think it'll be a quick read. That's why I picked it. Then I will be finishing off the Book of Lost Names, which I had started this in November, and with the prompts set in the past, and a book that I didn't finish in 2022, so I'll be finishing that up. It's an ebook, so there's that. Then if I have time, I will get to A Wedding on Sunshine Corner, and I forget what prompt this is for as well, but it does cover a prompt for each of the readathons, both New Year New Reads and Read in the New Year, not Ring in the New Year. Finally, I want to read, this is a reread, a past favorite for the Christian Romance Challenge that Oshina is doing this year, and I'm going to be rereading one of my favorite books of all time, I Do, which is part of the Diary of a Teenage Girl series. This is the Caitlin series. It's the last book in her series. I have not read this in forever, but I remember it so well that I don't feel the need to read the 4 books before it again, so I'm just gonna dive right into my favorite book, and hopefully we'll have time to read that. The order that I'm gonna read these in is probably going to be finishing off Salt and Sugar, finishing off the Book of Lost Names, then jumping into Disciples Are Made Not Born, rereading I Do, and then if I have time, get to A Wedding on Sunshine Corner, as well as the 3 books that I did not get to in the last video. I would need to finish For Women Only, Read the Bridge, and read Through the Eyes of a Lion. Now, these are probably going to end up towards the end of the month if I have time during my mood reading days that I've allotted, so they are staying over here for now. It is entirely possible that I could get to all of these, more so likely that I would get to these 3, so that is why that's what you saw in the thumbnail. We shall see what happens, because not only do I want to finish off these readathon books, I also on Monday am starting back to school, and I need to get everything ready for that, and I have a dentist appointment, and I'm getting 2 of my teeth worked on Monday morning, so I have a lot going on between now and the time that this video needs to get uploaded. So I will read as much as I can. I will show you all the clips. It'll hopefully be an enjoyable vlog. It may be a little bit more wrap up than reading vlog. We shall see how this turns out, but I am going to try to get that done. Also, Sunday is in the midst of this, and if you have not heard me say this before, Sunday is my day off of Booktube and Bookstagram, so I wouldn't be filming on Sunday. So I may end up just at the end of this video telling you guys what I thought of these books instead of actually like showing you. The goal is for each of these videos next week to go up at 2 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I need to get the work done to be able to do that. I'm going to try to read a little bit more of this tonight. We'll see. I would love to finish this tonight, actually, and then potentially get into the Book of Lost Names and finish that up. That's my goal for tonight. I will update you guys later on, and we'll see what I can accomplish. Okay, since you can see me fairly decently, I'll go ahead and give my rating and final thoughts on Salt and Sugar. Honestly, more people should know about this book. There are a few problems that I had with it, so I'm probably going to go with a 4.75 because that's as close as I can get to 5 stars without it being 5 stars. but oh my gosh, so cute. This had so much more in it than I thought. It's a great like Romeo and Juliet type story, but there's just so much more to it. Highly recommend. I also appreciate this deals with a lot of like, the girl had just lost her grandmother, so she is dealing with a lot of grief, and it really represents that well. And I'm not really like a big like representation reader. I don't really care too much about like who or what books represent, but I think that the way that this book shows that grieving process is done very well. I just appreciate the friendships that are formed in here, found family, and then of course the Romeo and Juliet issues between the families. It's so enjoyable. There were parts that I was zoning out a little bit. There were parts that I wasn't as engaged, so I could go down to 4.5, but I think 4.75 is what we're gonna go with, because I just loved this book. Really, really, really enjoyed it. And that's what I have to share about this. Now, I'm not sure. I could pick up Disciples Are Made Not Born while my sunlight is still on, or I could continue on with the Book of Lost Names, or I could just watch YouTube. But I might pick up Disciples Are Made Not Born just for a little bit while I can still see enough to read, and then either pick up the Book of Lost Names or watch some Booktube and then pick up the Book of Lost Names. I don't know, but I am so glad to have finished this. Hello everyone, happy Saturday. We are having a very chilly day. It snowed last night. I did start Disciples Are Made Not Born, and I actually think I'm going to put this off to tomorrow. This would be a great Sunday read, very much like a Sabbath, Lord's Day kind of read, which is what I'm trying to get in the habit of. So today I'm going to focus on my ebook, finishing up the Book of Lost Names. I made it to page 200 after the sunlight went out, because obviously with my ebook I can continue reading. So I did get to page 200 out of like 330 something. So I have a little ways to go, but not too much. I could definitely finish that today if I really focused. And then after that, I kind of want to skip around a little bit and get into my reread of I Do. I think that that would be really fun. I also would like to try the Wedding on Sunshine Corner, because I Do could be a little bit more Christian. Obviously it's for the Christian Romance Challenge. I don't know about the Phoebe Mills book. Maybe I should try that today, see what I'm thinking. I don't know. I will vlog as much as I can of reading today, and then tomorrow I'm just going to read without filming anything, and I will try to wrap it all up on Monday morning, try to get everything edited. Let's get into some reading. Okay, I just finished the Book of Lost Names and I am not okay. I literally cried. Oh my gosh. That is not how I thought it was going to end. For the entirety of the book, I thought it was going to be somewhere in the 3-star range. And I think I'm going to give it 4 stars. Because that ending... no words. It is slightly open door romance. Not like too much, but like, you know, it's having to jump into this, because I think that saving I Do and Disciples Are Made Not Born for tomorrow would be the best plan. Then if I finish this and do those tomorrow, like, then I only have the books from the last video that I didn't finish for the readathons, which would be great, because that's 3 books that I would be putting off to the end of the month. But if I could finish this one and those 2 tomorrow, I'd be golden. It'd be great. I am sitting on the floor because my phone's already plugged in and everything. I'm getting ready to go sit and read for the next 2 hours. I just turned my sunlight on, and this will be the last clip until Monday morning. My plan is to continue reading the book that I'm reading, A Wedding on Sunshine Corner, and then over the weekend, specifically tomorrow, focus on these 2 books, Disciples Are Made Not Born and I Do. And then if I get time to read anything else, I will do that, but that is my plan.
Okay, hey guys, good morning. Looking rough because it's Monday morning and I have this dentist appointment. I'm not doing makeup for the dentist. Like, it's just gonna, no. But I did want to update you guys on my reading. So over the weekend, I had very ambitious plans of finishing some books. I, first of all, DNF'd Wedding on Sunshine Corner. It was just going in a direction that I don't really want to read, and it was kind of boring. Like, it wasn't, I mean, it was okay, but like, it was not what I was wanting it to be. I would have loved if there was more like about her teaching school. I feel like that would have been so much more enjoyable, but it just was, there was some language, I wouldn't say a lot, but it was frequent enough that it was like meh, which, like, I get it when you're reading a non-Christian book, like, usually they put that in there. It just was like, I wasn't interested enough, and then there was just too much leading up to a very obvious open door romance, and I just didn't want to even continue reading. So, and then I didn't read anything yesterday on Sunday. I was super tired from everything, and I just didn't read. I played The Sims instead, telling myself that this week, even when I want to play The Sims, I will read instead, and then I will save that for Sundays if that is what I feel like doing. Anyway, I don't know why I've been on a Sims kick again lately. This happens sometimes. I go through phases. But anyway, off I go to the dentist. So if you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe if you have not already and want to see the next vlog, which is going to be a try a chapter, and then Wednesday's vlog should be my Lord of the Rings video, and then I think this weekend I need to post my Jane Austen reading, which this is going to be a crazy week. I also have school starting today. Anyway, that is all. I will talk to you all next time. Bye.